Hi, welcome to Tech for Everyone. My name's Gary and we're going to be reviewing some apps, technology, gadgets and filming equipment. We're going to start today by reviewing this, which is the DSLR shoulder mount. We picked this up on eBay from Fulgadget for £50 plus shipping. So let's take a look at it. So this is it out of the box. Some people have asked me what a DSLR rig is for. This is for keeping the DSLR camera stable. I mean, a DSLR camera isn't as stable held in the hands as a traditional video camera. This just helps you shoulder mount the camera, keep it stable and make sure that your shots are steady. It comes with these arms. You can see I've just folded out these arms at the side and this one at the back. On the top here, you've got a 1/4" screw. This is for mounting the DSLR camera on, and we're going to show you that in a second. And once the camera's on there, it's pretty easy to fold these out. Let's just undo the knob at the top. Fold these out and mount it on the shoulder. Do that up tightly. Each one of the joins then has an easy to turn knob. There's nothing particularly complicated about it. You can adjust it for comfort. It depends what you like. I'm going to just move this up slightly. That keeps it pretty stable. Okay, let's put a camera on it and just see some of the positions we can get from it. Right, so I've got a Canon 7D here, which is a popular DSLR camera used for shooting video, and we're going to mount it to the rig. Like I said, it's got a 1/4" jack. Sorry, not a 1/4" jack. Sound engineers will know what I'm talking about. A 1/4" thread. Just pop that in the bottom of the camera, and then you can slide it up and down here to get the balance right. So once it's on there, it's good to just put it on your shoulder, have a little feel, and see what the balance is like. You may want to change it. You're going to need to change it depending on how you use the rig as well. And that's it. That feels pretty good to me. That's pretty comfortable. This takes a lot of the weight off of your shoulders, easy to move around, and keeps it pretty steady. We're going to show you some footage from this as well once we've shot some. So from this shoulder mount position that we've got it in, some people like to use it. I like to use it in a mid-range position to get some lower shots. You can easily adapt this. So we're just going to move that arm round, pull that down and up. That tucks nicely under the arm, and you've got it sort of mid-height, and my arm's keeping it quite stable under there and keep it quite comfortable. Okay, so from this position, we might want to go lower. Some of the shots that we like to do are in and around people and quite low down shots. If I flip these arms up, move this back one in a bit, I've got a great little position here, great easy to hold position for getting in low, getting under things, shooting up. It's very, very easy to maneuver, very easy to handle, and feels very comfortable. Okay, so we're going to look at the rig in a little bit more detail. As I said before, it's got these arches which swing out. These are on Allen keys at the bottom here, and I found that it's quite useful to have the right size Allen key with you, because these do loosen up after a lot of use and you will need to tighten them from time to time. Apart from that, all the other joints have these locking nuts which are pretty good. I've found no real issues here. They hold them firmly in place and keep it nice and steady. On the top here, it's a 1/4" thread for mounting the camera. We've seen that before, and again, it's quite easy to turn at the bottom, and you've got a 1/4" thread to put additional equipment in, things like a monopod if you wanted to put that on there and stabilize it from the bottom. Each of the joints and the ends of the handles all have the 1/4" thread. This is really useful for mounting lights, monitors, microphones, additional equipment to the rig. So as you're using it, for instance, if you're using it in the low down position that we looked at earlier on, having a monitor mounted on one of the ends makes it incredibly easy to see what you're filming. As you know, on a DSLR you don't have that, or quite often you don't have that flip out screen that makes it easy for low down shots. Okay, so that's about it for the DSLR rig. Just to summarise, I think that this is a pretty good bit of kit. I found it very easy to use, very comfortable to use. It stabilises the camera, which is obviously important, and and trickier to do when you're using a DSLR. Any bad points, I would probably say that having the Allen key connections on the bottom here just means that you need to carry an Allen key with you. If these work loose, sometimes I've found that they can get a little too loose. You really do need to be able to tighten those up on the spot, so just make sure you have an Allen key with you. The other thing is I was using this once and this back pole slipped off, and that was because one of the clamps here at the back wasn't tight enough. Just make sure that if this requires a little screwdriver, just make sure that you've tightened these things up and it's sturdy enough. If you're in two minds about whether or not to get one, do you really need one? I would say go for it. If anything, it makes using these cameras in a lot of different positions a lot more comfortable, a lot easier to use, and adds to its overall stability. So for £50, I'd say you can't really go wrong. Definitely worth getting. That's it for this review. I hope you've enjoyed it. You can subscribe to our channel, which is Tech for Everyone, and also you can follow us on Twitter. So we're going to leave you with some shots from a camera mounted on the DSLR rig. We're going to be reviewing some other products in the future, including the Lilliput monitor that you saw used in this video, and also the camera lights, the LED camera lights. So join us again and look forward to seeing you then.